So I started turning my attention from hopeless and hopelessness to hope. And I really attempted to focus on that as much as I could. So that when I was interacting with people outside of my home, I really opened my heart to love and hope. So today we're going to do that. We're going to work on hope. And it's a work. We're going to do a little work. So just sit back. If you have a journal or paper, you might want to write down notes or thoughts that come to you during this meditation, or save it for afterwards. So hope. So me with, what's it called? An anagram. What stands for hope? What am I choosing to focus on in terms of hope? So I pulled some of my inspirational cards just before this. This is what I got. I recognize that any fear I experience which keeps me from living my life fully is a false reality I created, and I can uncreate it now. So the reason why I wanted to read this as we're diving into hope today is that just changing our perspective, even 1 degree, can open us up to infinite possibilities, right? Can open us up to love that is beyond measure, can open us up to hope when we've been feeling hopeless. So whenever you feel like you're being stunted or you're not really living your true reality, your life, oftentimes it's because there's a story that you've been running, that I've been running. I've been running a story too. And it keeps us stuck, and it keeps us small, and it keeps us in fear and or pain, physical, mental, emotional pain, that kind of stuff. So hope. So H-O-P-E, hope. So for H, of course, I felt like H should stand for healing. O stands for optimism. P is for patience and peace. They work together. And E is for enthusiasm, expectation, and empowerment. So that's kind of how it's going to break down. Okay? So let's dive in. Let's dive deep. And let's trust and know we're going to come out of this entire experience better than ever before. Okay, so taking a deep breath and releasing everything that's come before this moment. Taking another breath into your heart, allowing it to open. Allowing your heart to expand. Another breath, allowing the mind to soften. There's nothing to figure out. And allowing the love that you are to radiate. Breathing love into every cell of your body. Breathing love into the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body. Just saturating yourself with love from the inside. Good. So healing begins with us. Healing begins with the individual's journey, that reality that we've created that we can uncreate, the story we've been telling ourselves. So take a deep breath. And just notice, what is the story you've been telling yourself this last week, this last year? What is the story that you've been telling yourself? And taking a breath, I realized as I was coming to this meditation this morning, actually I realized it yesterday, that one of the stories I had is that people that didn't vote the same way I did are against me, right? It's a common human story. Either we're right and they're wrong, or something is really messed up. So let's just take a deep breath. And I want you to ask yourself, within yourself, who are you running a negative story about in your personal life? It could be within your family of origin. It could be within your relationships, in your business. Who are you running a story that appears or feels conflicted, confronting, against you? Okay, taking another breath, focusing on healing. Focusing on hope. Just pick one of those people or stories. Focusing on that. And ask yourself if you're ready, if you're willing to uncreate that story. To dig deeper and find the love and the peace that you already are. And in the uncreation of that story, in the healing of that story, in the healing of yourself within your heart, as you infuse it with love, as you infuse it with the peace that you already are, can you see if it's shifting? Even just 1 degree in your perspective of where you saw conflict or anger or fear. Breathing in. And from your inner wisdom and your heart, can you now infuse it with love? Can you see that story being uncreated within your mind right now? Allowing empty space that becomes flooded with love. Even if it's just a little bit, that's part of the healing of hope. So just allowing that and taking a deep breath as we go a little bit deeper into the O of hope. Oh, hope. And it's optimism. Because whenever we begin to set our intention to uncreate the story, when we set our intention or our focus, our vision on what it is that we really are here to be and do as light leaders, when we set our focus on hope and healing, then optimism needs to be present as well, because we begin to infuse energetically the new story we want to create, the better story, the more kind and loving and compassionate story, with optimism, with a higher vibration of what was, or what we thought was, right? So optimism is something that tunes us up. And it has to, again, begin resonating within your heart. Within your heart. Because the mind is going to get in the way every time and want to retell the story we're just releasing. So optimism is about, even though we can't see who, what, where we're going right now, individually, collectively, if we hold hope with optimism, breathing that in, the energy of the universe comes to us. The energy of all the light leaders in the world align with us. And your angels or spirit guides or your higher self or whoever you're working with, that energy is attracted to hope. That energy is infused with optimism. Because in the bigger scheme, all things are possible. So we can heal. We can be hopeful. So taking another breath. And focusing again on healing, whatever it is you're in need of healing. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We're going to focus on P. Being hopeful requires patience. Yeah. Patience. I know we've already been required to be patient most of this year. But if we can infuse our patience with love and call in peace, patience and peace, then what we are instilling with optimism as hope will be made manifested. So peace and patience works together. Can you see that? So take a moment to just drop into a deeper place of peace within you. Feeling that peace fill your body, commingling with love, co-creating with love within you for healing and hope. And say to yourself, I choose to be patient. I choose to be patient. with whatever is going on in my life, in my world. Patient and peace. And then moving into a deeper breath. Feeling the energy we've been building right now. We come to E. Yeah, I'm sure you all think I'm going to say empower. Well, I am later. But really, I think E and hope, again, to infuse hope, infuse the healing, the new story we're creating within our hearts and our minds. It needs to have an element of expectation. Now, what does that mean? Not expecting that because we've done this meditation together, it's going to happen, but expecting all the goodness that we are to begin to multiply. And in that expectation, we begin to align even more with our higher self, with the truth within us that aligns us with our higher self. And if we keep our mind tuned to healing and being optimistic and patient and peaceful, then the expectation will be met. Or it'll be more than what we could imagine, right? This or something better. So take a moment to sit in that expectancy within. Again, focusing on what you're choosing to heal within yourself. Whatever conflict, whatever story. Infusing it with optimism and patience. Calling forward peace from within you. And expecting that as you've taken this time today to focus on hope and healing within you, expecting that that will be your new way of walking in the world, of being in the world. Uncreating the story before now, just letting it drop away, and infusing your entire being with hope, fueled with love, fueled with peace. Taking another breath. Allow yourself this time to experience the power that you are. Feel your empowerment. Yep. So one more breath, being present to now. The room you're in. One more breath. Focusing on hope today. And hopefully, this guided meditation will help you to remember when you're not feeling hopeful, there's a step-by-step process you can do to bring yourself back to hope and love and peace. Thanks for joining me today. And so it is. Namaste.